Morning, guys. So we're about all packed up. It's about 8 o'clock and we're getting ready to get on the trail. Pretty uneventful night for the most part. Did have some activity in camp. I think some bears came in looking around at the cables, but we kind of made some noise and shined some lights, and whatever it was ran off. Did hear owls. The owls were like crazy loud last night right in camp, but that is really cool. So we're getting ready to head out. The goal is about 14 miles today to the next shelter. We're gonna hopefully stop at the Brushy Mountain Outpost and get a cheeseburger. So that is giving us a little bit of drive today, and both of us are really excited about that. Beautiful morning. It's a really nice campsite. This is Jenkins Shelter. I believe we are at 580. Okay, look at the size of this bear poop. That's a big bear. Oh God, that is pretty. I love these little honey stinger energy chews. They taste really good and they really help. Finally got a little bit of view today. So me and Texoma here are going through the dead forest right now. Looks like it was a fire. That one's burnt. Well, this is part of the AT you wouldn't think you would see. Really good grilled cheese and cheeseburger and fries and ice cream. Highly recommend. Check this out. Okay, some of the places you end up walking are so weird. Yep, this is the Appalachian Trail. I'll be glad to get back in the woods, away from all this noise. We are finally at the shelter. Good old 13-mile day, not too bad. I think it was a little bit more than 13, but whatever. I'm still extremely stuffed from eating all that food and uncomfortable. But I'll be glad to relax at the shelter. It's about 4:30, so we're still pretty early. Hey, girl. Hey guys, so I am in my tent and stretched out and comfortable. It has been a long day. It's been a good day, but I am really tired. So Joe and I did about 13.5 miles today. The weather was great. It was a little warm this afternoon, but it was still pretty good. I saw a bear today, which was really a fun surprise. And we stopped at Brushy Mountain Outfitter, or Outpost, and I had a grilled cheese and french fries and ice cream, and Joe had a burger and fries and ice cream, and it was incredible. But anyway, it was definitely worth the wait, worth the walk. But getting ready to hit the hay here. It is only about 8:30, but it's getting close to hiker midnight, so it's time to go to sleep. And I'm ready. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Night. Good morning, guys. So last night was pretty uneventful. There was lots of deer moving around last night. It made a lot of noise, but and we saw a few this morning while we were getting water. We stayed at Helvey's Mill Shelter last night, and apparently they have not had much rain in this area for a while because it's a really dry area, and we've kind of had trouble getting water. There's a water source here at the shelter. It's 0.2 of a mile off or down the hill, and normally 0.2 of a mile is no big deal, but it is straight down. Now it is so steep that they have put switchbacks, and which is good. I'm glad for that. But there's lots of blowdowns, and then when you get down there, it's barely moving. So this morning, Joe and I had to kind of go downstream and find something a little bit better. Thankfully, we found an area where the flow was a little bit better and we could get water a little bit better. But it takes so much time. So we are getting a really late start this morning. It's almost 9 o'clock. Anyway, waiting for Joe to come up the hill, and then we will probably get started. The next water source is not for a long way, so we really had to kind of camel up, and even that source is kind of sketchy. It may or may not, there may or may not be some, and this water down here was a little sketchy. So we actually put some chlorine drops in the water along with filtering, because it was a little iffy. But anyway, that's where we are. We're gonna get started pretty soon. I've had a bar, and I've got some Cheetos for later, and we're getting ready to get started. Not sure how far we're gonna go today or what we're gonna do. It's gonna depend on Joe's leg, because his shin's really bothering him, and it's all bruised and swollen, and we don't really know what's going on. So we're just gonna play it by ear, and if it swells up again, which it probably will with all the climbing and everything, we may stop at a hostel. If not, we may go 16 miles to Weary Feet Hostel. We may go 13 or 14 a day and then just go in and do a Nero at Weary Feet tomorrow. I don't know. It's still up in the air. We'll see as we go and how we feel. You can hear the deer snorting in the background. Here is the mighty water hunter coming back from his kill.
That's a long way down.
I don't know what is going on here, but this is apparently bear central. There is bear poop, some of it quite fresh. And look at this, oh my god, that is the biggest, that's like as big as horse poop. All in here. So, yeah. But no bear. So sadly, we're not seeing any water caches. There's supposed to be an iffy stream not far from here, I think, but okay, so I think Joe and I are going to have a little bit of a short day today. We're having trouble finding water through this section. There's just none. We managed to get a little bit at the shelter this morning, and that's all we've had, and it's still another, we've been 7 miles or so, and it's still another 10 miles to the hostel. So it's extremely hot, and we're just going through water like crazy. So what we have decided to do is call the hostel, and we are going to go to the hostel tonight and do laundry, let Joe's leg rest because he's got a shin injury, and get a shower and all those good things, and then we'll just load up on water tomorrow and maybe slack pack a little bit and then jump up, something like that. We'll figure it out later. But anyway, I'm actually really happy about it. It is really hot out here today. Look at this hiker trash.
I'm trying to fill it. And for me, out in the factory, they're trying to hire people. They had people walk in, young kids come in, they seem real excited about the money and all that stuff. And when lunchtime hits, they look around, hey, what happened to you? I don't know, never come back. We leave at lunch. So,
This is really pretty in front of the hostel. This is at Weary Feet Hostel. Except there is a dead deer in the water. Ugh. Looks like there's lots of fish in there. So she says she has a resident bear that's living around here, and I'm really surprised he hasn't taken that deer. Poor thing.
It is a farm.
Yeah.
I thought it was a little fox.
I was just saying, it almost looked a little fox the way the head was there. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Look at that chocolate cake. Okay guys, so I'm going to close out the video for tonight. Joe and I ended up here at Weary Feet Hostel. We had planned on doing 16 miles here today, but we ended up getting kind of stranded with running out of water. This whole section is really dry. And we were carrying a lot of water, but it's been so hot we were using a lot. So we ended up at the 7 mile mark calling the hostel, and they came and picked us up. And so tomorrow we are going to slack pack. Miss Julie's gonna take us back up to where we got off, and we're gonna slack pack here, pick up our packs, and then go on up a little ways and camp. So you know, we'll make sure we've got enough. I think this section on up has got plenty of water. This whole last section didn't have any, but it's been nice. We had a great dinner, and I'm looking forward to getting some sleep, and it was nice getting a shower and washing clothes anyway. So that's it for tonight. Night.